Hi guys, welcome to Fierce Pretty. Today in this video I wanted to take you guys with me to see the beautiful nature of Lapland up here in Finland. I'm blessed today because I got the whole day just for myself. The hubby and the kids stayed at the cottage, and the biggest magic of this place is that there's no one, nowhere, and I'm loving it, absolutely. The peace and the quiet. I want to go to the forest by myself, look at the places, just hang out with the trees, maybe if we catch some great animals. There's this one bird that I've been seeing on this trip. I still don't know what bird that is because I'm not a bird specialist, but I'll have to check it out and show you a picture. But I keep on seeing that bird everywhere, and I haven't seen that bird in the south of Finland. But let's see what we find today. But I think mostly it's gonna be just things about the nature, and let's see. But first of all, I came up to this bird tower, and I want to show you guys the view. There might be some wind. Those hills, I don't know, in Finnish they have different names. The biggest ones are called tunturi, and the smaller ones are called vaara. And vaara, it's danger actually in English, but I don't know the actual names for those places. But when I'm looking here through my camera lens, the size, it just doesn't show up. But in the south we have kind of a flat country in Finland, but up here in the north we do have some shape in the land. There are little lakes and rivers, and then the high mountains behind them. There's a bigger lake. First, that's a river. There's a lake. Let's see, let's continue our trip further into the forest. By the way, let's see if we can get those old kind of dead trees. They're called kello in Finnish, and the Finnish people are not allowed to take them down, but if I've understood correctly, the Sami people are, and those trees, they make some beautiful cottages, furniture, decoration, whatever, but and they are not sad dead trees. They are actually really much alive, even though they are dead. They are amazing trees, and we don't have them in the south so much, but up here in the north they are all over the place, even there in the middle. Let's see if I can capture it with the camera. There's one also. They twist and turn, and something in their molecular structure changes, and it makes the wood extremely hard. So I managed to find a hiking trail, because I know my limits. It's not the wisest idea to just go into a forest that you don't know, and so that you can find your way back also. But so far it looks that I got the whole forest to myself. Found these two old trees tangling into one another. One of them is one of those dead trees that I told you about. And these trees, they have this thing hanging on them. And I think this is something that the animals also eat. I don't know what it's called in English. But it's everywhere on these trees. So let's just get deeper into the forest. The sun is shining. It's, I don't know, just above 0 Celsius. It's getting warmer. The air is so fresh, and the silence is amazing. Look at this place. It's a little lake in the forest. The sun is up there. I already lost my trail, but I'm trying to find it. But I have a big map with me, so I think I'm okay. It's absolutely gorgeous. Found my way back to the trail. They have marks here so the tourists don't get lost. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing than just forest around me. So excited, so stoked. This is just heaven on earth. Okay guys, found a beautiful fireplace, and I'm gonna make a fire. It's noon, the sun is shining, it's warm and nice, but I thought I'd show you one spare time activity to do while you're just hanging out up in Lapland. And for that you just need two things. The first essential thing is to have your knife. My knife is beautiful. I bought it on the first morning. We went shopping, 4:30 a.m. in Rovaniemi. We know these guys that they have this handicraft shop. The lady makes the drums and everything, and her husband Ari makes the cooks or the coffee cups, but also these knives. And it's made out of reindeer antler and also a special birch tree and reindeer antler here. You're gonna need a knife when you're making a fire, heating a sauna, making your morning coffee, just make the wood. And if you want to just spend your spare time doing something relaxing and meditative. So the last time I had my own knife was when I was in the Scouts when I was a kid. Haven't been really spending so much time in the nature as a grown-up, but that has changed during these past few years. Kind of felt the call of the nature and just really needed to spend more time in the forest. And that's why I love days like this, when it's just me, the woods. Cell phone is muted. I have to have it with me if something happens. Luckily we do have reception here, even I am deep in the forest, but still do have reception. But I don't think that I could ever live in a big city. I live in a really small city of 8,000 people now, but we do have the forest there, and I need that. But one day I'm gonna have a cabin up here in the north. It's just, it has stolen my soul. It would be a good place to grow old, die happy. Just gonna dry out my blade, put it back in, and let's continue deeper into the forest. I'm just gonna show you the swamp area. So in these swamps, the cloudberries grow. It's hard to pick them up. Can you hear that? There's a family of swans. They haven't still migrated. Let's go see if we can find them. They are seriously saying something. Let's hit the road. I thought they would have migrated by now. Let's see if the camera catches them. There. Try to zoom in with the computer, but you see those little white dots. My camera lens can't catch them. There's 5 swans. They're screaming, and there's 4 more. We can't see them with the camera, but I see them clearly. There are 4 swans. They are between those trees there. Swan is the national bird of Finland, and they look so majestic here in the wilderness lakes. It's gonna be freezing. I know I've been swimming in the river every day this week after sauna, but those are some tough bastards, those swans, in the freezing lake. Amazing. Found this amazing place where you can make fire. It's this wooden little, you would call this a kota in Finnish. There's lake on both sides of it. There you can make your fire, and you could even sleep in that one. It's kind of a lava. So you just roll your sleeping bag in there, make a fire, and you can sleep in there. Isn't that something, guys? God. Oh my God. The beauty of it all, and the water, it's crystal clear. I don't know. Yeah, you can see it even from the camera. It's so pure, so clear. Let's look underneath with the camera. There's crows or something. What an amazing place. They have these tree roads on this one. You can see there's water there already. Even though I have Gore-Tex shoes, they are a bit wet. This looks kind of old, but let's see if I can cross the swamp. Because if you would step off the trail, no one knows how deep it is. Even though it looks like grass, it ain't. It's It's just water underneath it. The forest keeps changing all the time. And the lake is down there. And I just keep on climbing. The ants are already sleeping for the winter. And I'm climbing higher and higher. Look at the size of that mushroom. Huge. And so far, no one has crossed my path. Still alone here in the woods. I couldn't be happier. I'm sweating my ass off. Quite high. Let's check. Oh, it feels higher. Only 139 meters above the sea level. But it feels like I've been climbing forever. Just look at the colors of those. See them? All these orange trees. I don't know what's the name of those trees are. They look like the Christmas tree, but it ain't no pine. I'm not sure. I think it's I'll have to Google this one. But they get orange, unlike the pines and everything. There are no leaves in the leaf trees anymore up here in the north. We do have in the south. They are still getting yellow and orange, but not up here. The leaves have fallen. This part of the forest, they did a massive cutting of the trees back in 1996 to maintain the forest, and they left the healthy pines to make more baby pines, as we can see here. And the next time that they are able to cut trees in this forest will be in 120 all the way up to 150 years. It takes a long time for the trees to grow up here in the north because the growing season is rather short. In the south of Finland, you could cut the forest like every 50 to 60 years or so, but not up here. Here is like at least double or triple the time. That rock, it's just gotta be leftovers from the ice age because it's on top of this mountain. But look how nature, does its thing. There are these two trees growing on top of the rock. They're not gonna, sadly enough, they're not gonna have a long life because they won't be able to grow strong roots there, but I don't know. There they are, growing on top of a rock in the forest. Amazing. Now the forest is changing again. The trees have that brown hanging thingy again on the branches. I've been hiking now for, I don't know, good 3 hours or so. Just me and my cameras in the woods. Feels kind of nice to have you guys hanging around here with me. someone to talk to on the moments that I feel like talking. When I'm going back to the cabin, we're gonna eat some reindeer. We bought some reindeer yesterday, and it was frozen, so it had to get warm before we could cook it. But today we're gonna cook reindeer on the open fire. So far we haven't been cooking on the stove at all. We are in that little hut with the fire, cooking every day. It feels amazing because all the elements are present in the everyday life here. Fire, which we don't use in the normal everyday life back home at all. So we do have fire every day, many times a day. We do have the water, the river next to us where we swim, even though it's freezing cold. We swim with our rubber shoes, butt naked, because the bottom of the river is filled with these round, huge stones. So we swim there naked with a flashlight because it gets too dark. And the earth, we are surrounded by the earth and the nature all the time. You can just sit on the ground and, well, it's kind of too cold to walk with bare feet, but anyway, here it is all around me, the element of earth, and then the air. It's so fresh. It's easy to breathe. It's cool and crisp. But in a way, it's calming. My mind gets a rest up here in the silence of the wilderness. Now I know where I am. I'm back at the first lake where we started, so I'm getting closer to my car. I'm gonna take the family here some other day, now that I know the route. But this day I wanted to steal a huge chunk of the day just for me to be here, enjoying the silence. There are these weird potholes in the forest. I don't know what's happened there. Many of those here. But I guess this is all for today's nature episode. Thanks for coming with me to the northern forests of Lapland. I hope you enjoyed the scenery. I wish I could share the cool, fresh air with you guys, but at least there's some sort of virtual traveling here in the forest. So thanks for watching, and let's see what I got for you tomorrow. Bye guys.